Alright, let's have another adventure cooking with MrDan here. Today we're going to be making some stuffed peppers. We're going to be using turkey and riced cauliflower for the main ingredients. The rest of them are pretty standard. We'll show you those here in a minute. But it's going to be a pretty healthy meal. It's going to take a little while. So let's get to it. Okay, so here you see the honeysuckle white turkey, ground turkey we have that was in the chub, now in the tub in the chub. My knife sharpener back there, I just finished sharpening my knife a little bit ago. You have some cream of tomato soup, and that's condensed, and then we have some heavy cream that I'm going to mix with the tomato soup. It gives it a richer sauce. I got some Rotel tomatoes with green chili. There's a bell pepper sitting in the front. We have some jarred, diced up jalapeno. It's going to be good. Got some butter to spray on the pan. We got some finely chopped onions back there in a white cup. And then there's peppers I've already cleaned out. And they got the riced cauliflower right there. So I'm going to cut up pepper for you guys, and then we're going to go right into it. Okay, so I know you guys probably know how to clean out a pepper, but I like to do the peppers whole like this versus cut them in half. You'll see a lot of people like to cut them lengthwise and then fill halves, but I don't know, maybe I'm a pig. I like it. I like the full one. Now these have all been washed. You know, it's funny, I was talking just the other day how it's hard for us to get multicolored peppers. Well, lo and behold, we go in Sam's the other day, they had bins of them. So we scored on that. All right, let me get something ready and we'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I've mixed up the tomato soup and the heavy cream. Got my oven preheating at 350 degrees. I also greased the pan we're going to put them in. So now things are going to go pretty quick, I hope. All right, so let's get started. All right, right here we got the turkey. I'm just mashing that up a little bit with my fingers here. This is just about a pound of turkey, that's all it is. Okay, then we're going to mix some onions in there. Got the riced cauliflower going in. I want to keep saying fried rice. We just finished that fried rice we made the day before yesterday. Finished that up last night. And that stuff is so good. You got that on the brain though. But see how that looks? It looks just like rice. And that's about 2 cups of that cauliflower, riced cauliflower. There we go again with the fried rice. Got that fried rice on the brain. That stuff was so good. All right, I think I'm going to add a little bit more of that cauliflower that's riced, because I want to have a little bit more texture to it. Be right back. Alrighty, so we're going to add some more. Hope that'll be good. It gives it a nice texture, so you don't want to be too shy with it, but you don't want to overkill everything with the riced cauliflower. But it does give it a nice texture. Okay, so now I want to add in my Rotel tomatoes. This gives it a nice taste. This Rotel tomatoes with the green chilies. what we're going to do, we're going to add some, about a tablespoon worth of jalapeno. I got to get me some garlic. I almost forgot the garlic. Let me get my garlic. I'll be right back, okay? Okay, here we go. I got my garlic. I almost forgot that. Nice heaping tablespoon. And then the Pierre resistance thing. Anyway, we got us about a tablespoon of diced jalapeno going in. Give me a little bit more. This just gives it a little nice little flavor. You might get a little bite, but that ain't gonna hurt you. So let me just mix. Now that's a pretty nice consistency. See them tomatoes you get in there from the Rotels is in there? The smell is outrageous right now. All right. Now we're not going to pour all of the juice, the tomato soup mix in at this, right. We're going to keep some in reserve to pour around the peppers once they're in the pan. I don't know if you guys can see, but this stuff is really, it's got a nice thickness to it. Nice color. So there we go. And this is going to make a soupy, 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 soupy mess. So, time for a glove, I think. Should have put them on earlier maybe, but we're using so many gloves lately because of all this corona stuff. My kids are paranoid. They make us, put gloves on, put gloves on now. But then you go to the store, you can't get no gloves. But then anyway, we scored some from Walgreens, as it were. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, these will be nice and moist when you get done. Should be anyway after all this liquid stuff, but okay, so that's what it'll look like. Nice and mixed up. So now we go to fill in the peppers in the pan, okay? All right. So take a pepper and just load it up. You don't want to overload it, but you want to make sure that you fill every nook and cranny and stick it in the pot. Now notice I've already sprayed this pan with butter spray, and then you put the top on it. We'll be taking the top back off after a while. Once it's cooked almost all the way, we're going to put the cheese on it. That cheese, I didn't put no cheese up, but you can use any kind you want. You can use combination cheese, the Colby Jack. You can use mozzarella if you want. You can use American cheese. You can use Swiss cheese. Any kind of cheese you like to have. All right. Don't want to get too much on there. All right. And we'll be back. Okay, so as you can see, I'm done stuffing the peppers. They're all nice and stuffed up. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to take probably most of this juice, probably all of it, and you just drizzle it over the top, around the sides, so it's got something to cook in. It helps cook it. which usually happens when I make less than 10 or 12 peppers, we've got that left over. And you know what's going to happen there? We're going to make us a meatloaf. Okay, I just popped that in the oven. Again, it's at 350 degrees, and we're going to let that run for about an hour. But about 50 minutes or so, give or take, we're going to pull it out and put some cheese on top of the peppers, okay? So now I'm going to be making a meatloaf, and I'll be right back. Maybe it went back to normal. And there you have it. There's a meatloaf, and it's going to go in at 350, right next door to the peppers. But so you got 2 meals out of one thing. All right. Okay, so there you see we have the meatloaf out. Turned out pretty good. I'm going to let it set. See? Nice. Just let it set for a few, and then we'll take a slice of that. Okay, so now you can see that the peppers have finally cooked for their time of an hour, and I'm getting ready to put some, here you go, see the juice is in there, the peppers cooked. Now we're going to cover them with some cheese, and they go back in till the cheese is melted. Then we are done. I, for one, can't wait. I love these things. Nice peppers, huh? Put cheese on, just sprinkle it liberally, get it everywhere. Sometimes I take the lids off, but this one came out a little wetter than normal, but it's good. That meatloaf is, I already snipped a little piece of that. That's the bomb, dude. That's a nice taste of meatloaf. Tastes a little heat, but not much. But see, you got 2 meals out of making one, so, and that sometimes happens, sometimes not. One time we had enough to make a meatball. Okay, let me pop this back in and we'll be back. Okay, as you can see, the cheese is melted, and we're going to scoop one of these out, let it cool down for a little bit, and then we'll meet you at the taste test table, okay? All right. Okay, as you can see, we're at the taste test table, and over here we have the stuffed pepper, and over here we have the leftover meatloaf. Well, not leftover meatloaf, leftover meat. We made a little meatloaf. So let me try a little bit of the meatloaf first. That taste tells me those peppers are going to be good, outstanding. So I'm going to cut one like this, pretty much in half. That's how they should be too. They should be so when you cut them, like almost like butter basically, nice and soft. Okay, so I'll cut another piece here. Aside from the peppers retaining the heat pretty good, it's hot, but it's tasty. I've tasted bits of tomato, onion. I just got hit with a little heat. But you can put more cheese on these if you like. That's normally what we do, Penny and I put more cheese on top. As you see, I took some of the juice and sprinkled or drizzled it over the pepper here. And it did turn out relatively well. You know, just be careful, don't go, I think I went a little heavy with the juice this time, but it all tastes really good. It's nutritious and Weight Watcher friendly, Joe. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoy it when you try it, if you try it. It should be good. But in, like I said, this riced cauliflower, it's just like regular rice. So now I got to talk my my lovely bride into helping me finish this. But just like always, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to share the video, by all means. If If you haven't yet subscribed, please do. Hit that notification bell. And we'll have the description for the recipe and all down in the box, the description box for the complete recipe. And so you got 2 videos in one today. You got a meatloaf and you got stuffed peppers. Okay, y'all enjoy. We're out.